Fun too. I've seen some incredible growth in our young players, and I'm very excited about the future of our program.
Let's talk about the development of your players, not only as athletes but as people. What have you seen during your time here as a coach?
I know it's a dangerous thing to say. You know, I've seen it all. So I'll just say I have seen quite a bit over the years. Through all of that, though, my hope is that we are not just training baseball players, but that baseball can be an avenue to bring out the best characteristics in our players as they work to be responsible, mature young men.
So we're back here at AT&T Park after a year break. What's it like for your players to play on the same field as the Giants?
It's an absolute dream come true. Stepping out onto the field sends chills through your body, and I feel it going out there as a coach. I'm very excited for the players to get to share in that experience.
Steve Laveroni, Class 69 from the SI Alumni Office here. This 2018 spring, we have a number of fun events for alumni, parents, and friends. Our first spring affair is our downtown business lunch with guest speaker Colin Stretch, Class of 1987, at the Julia Morgan Ballroom. Colin is Vice President and General Counsel for Facebook and recently appeared on TV during Senate and House hearings concerning foreign influence in the 2016 election. On Friday, March 9th, the annual Arizona-New Mexico chapter gathering happens at Giant Spring Training in Scottsdale. The class of 1968 celebrates their golden diploma with festivities the weekend of April 6th. The total weekend celebration concludes with a mass and a family brunch at SI on Sunday, April 8th. The Admiral Daniel Callahan Society will hold their dinner on April 25th in the Carlin Commons with a guest speaker. The third annual Red and Blue Campus Crawl takes place on Saturday, June 9th, with a progressive party on the SI campus. This popular event will include our craft beer garden, tasting pavilion, Alums of the Year awards, and dancing with an assortment of tasty bar bites. For more information about these and other alumni events, go to the alumni page of the SI website at siprep.org. That is siprep.org/alumni. Go Cats!
Hello, I'm performing arts student Samantha Reardon, class of 2019, and here's your winter and spring 2018 SI Performing Arts calendar. On February 2nd, in the Choral Room, it's the annual piano recital. On March 22nd and 23rd, in the Bannon Theater, it's SI Cabaret, featuring a collection of Broadway musicals. From April 19th to the 21st, and from April 26th to the 28th, in Bannon Theater, we present the SI Spring Musical, the popular and Tony-nominated Legally Blonde. Then, on May 2nd through May 4th in Wiegand Theater, it's the visually inspiring Spring Dance Concert. And also, in May, from the 10th to the 12th in Bannon Theater, it's the Spring Pops Concert, featuring SI Choral, the SI Orchestra, the SI Jazz Combo, and the SI Jazz Band. For more information, additional performances, and tickets for all events this winter and spring, log on to siprep.org and click on Arts. That's siprep.org and click on Arts.
We're back here at AT&T Park. The ground crew is still working on the field, so we're a couple of minutes away from first pitch here in the Bruce Mahoney baseball game. Of course, the Irish won the football game. The Cats won the basketball game over at USF. So today we will decide the trophy. Why don't we give you the starting lineups for both teams? St. Ignatius is the visiting team tonight, and they will hit first. So Owen Jennings will give you the St. Ignatius starting lineup.
Leading off, starting at right field, Dan Lawrence. Batting second, Justin Williamson. Third, Jack Thompson. Fourth, at first base, Mateo Cresci. Fifth, on the mound, Jack Dyke. Batting sixth, right field, Teddy Schneider. Hitting seventh, shortstop, Marvkas Gorin. Eighth, behind the plate, Cole Constant. And finally, batting ninth, in center field, Nate Kushitz.
And for the Irish, we'll turn it over to Alex Hall for the Sacred Heart Cathedral starting lineup.
So batting first is Keyshawn Ogan, center field. Second is Mari Cole, who's shortstop. Third is Martin Chaveria, who's pitching today. Fourth is Danny Hinderlier, who's playing left field. Batting fifth is Jack Harris, who's DH. And Brian Kumar is playing second base. Sixth is Jesse Guevara, who's a catcher. 7 is Eric Casillas, first base. 8 is Matt Paliomi, third base. And 9th is Jack McDowell.
And there's your starting lineups for both teams. Around the WCAL, the baseball records, Archbishop Mitty and Valley Christian are both tied with 7 and 2 marks. Valley Christian, I think, was ranked number 1 in the nation by Max Prep the week before last, but they suffered a WCAL loss. Valley is 17 and 2 overall, 7 and 2 in league play. Mitty is 17 and 3 overall, 7 and 2 in league play. Sarah and Bellarmine are both 6 and 3. St. Francis 5 and 4. Sacred Heart Cathedral 2 and 6. The Cats 1 and 7, as we mentioned, and Archbishop Reardon 1 and 8 in league play. So the Bruce Mahoney Trophy. We're going to talk a little bit more about Bill Bruce and Jerry Mahoney during the broadcast, but Ken Garcia wrote an article about this trophy back in 2001, and he noted that Bill Bruce was a gregarious, sharp teenager who came to SI in 1931 on a scholarship as a virtual unknown. Bill Bruce was an orphan who attended St. Vincent's School near San Rafael, commuting across the bay by boat. He was a fine student and a very good athlete who started as a lineman on offense and defense back in the day. Bill Bruce never made All-City, wrote Garcia, but his charisma and quick mind charmed his classmates who elected him student body president. Bill Bruce graduated from St. Ignatius in 1935. He went on to Santa Clara University, where he played on a Bronco team that beat LSU 21-14 in the Sugar Bowl. He spent his summers working as a park director at Grattan Playground in the Haight District before enlisting in the Navy in 1940, where he became an outstanding fighter pilot. Bill was a natural leader, extremely popular, who had this air of command, said Father Harry Carlin, SI's executive vice president, who was one of Bruce's teammates. He was a model for students then, and he is a model for them now. Bill Bruce flew more than 50 combat missions in Europe during the 40s before being called back to the Navy to train young pilots at the Naval Air Station in Pasco, Washington, part of the Tri-Cities area in the eastern part of the state that combines desert terrain with steep canyons. And there, on April the 14th in 1943, Bill Bruce, with a young trainee at the controls, refused to bail out when the pilot could not pull their plane out of a nosedive, and the 2 men were instantly killed. Bill Bruce was 25 years old. Sacred Heart Cathedral, at the time Sacred Heart. Jerry Mahoney grew up in the Richmond district. He was tall enough to start on the school varsity basketball team as a freshman back in 1941. A feat so uncommon that it stands out almost as much as the fact that he made first team All-City in basketball and football in his senior year. Jack Grealish noted that Jerry Mahoney was one of the best athletes in the city, and Jack Grealish states, and because I played with him and against him, I know. Now, Jerry Mahoney listed in the Navy, and after boot camp was assigned to a merchant ship for combat duty. In June of 1944, just hours after the Henry B. Plant set out from the Atlantic coast, the ship was torpedoed by a German submarine, and every man on board perished. So since 1945, these 2 schools have honored Bill Bruce and Jerry Mahoney, and it's the trophy is determined by the football game, the first basketball game, and the first baseball game in each season. As I mentioned in the pregame, SI has held the trophy 50 times, Sacred Heart Cathedral 20. Twice the teams shared the trophy. Now we can turn it over to our public address announcer, friend of the program, Kevin Buckley, as he's going to announce game prayer and national anthem. Pretty cool there. Aiden Bainfield throws out the first pitch. He was injured during the football season on a bad snap on an extra point against the Riordan Crusaders at Kezar Stadium. Took a vicious hit and effectively ended his sports career. But a SI varsity player gets a chance to throw out the first pitch in today's game. And that's Tom Robertson throwing out the first pitch for Sacred Heart Cathedral. And now let's rejoin Kevin Buckley for game prayer and national anthem. Well, guys, I don't know how you follow that. A terrific rendition of our Star Spangled Banner game prayers. We've had our first pitches. The Irish will take the field here in just a moment. Kevin Buckley with our starting lineups, and I think we're about ready to play ball here. We had first pitch scheduled at 5:45, about 10 minutes late. The Irish are taking the field right now. Matt Stecker and Brian Morgan are officially giving each other their lineup cards and meeting with the umpires at home plate. The Cats, the visiting team, will hit first. The Irish will send out to the mound Martin Chavarria. Chavarria, also a very good hitter on the season as a pitcher. He's 1 win, 2 losses, has an ERA of 1.92, 10 appearances, has started 7 games. Their catcher is Jesse Guevara. Eric Casillas is the first baseman. Brian Kumar will not hit in the game, but he will play second base. We talked about Marty Cole in our pregame show. He's the shortstop. Matt Palomino is the third baseman, and the outfield, Danny Hinderleiter is the left fielder. The leadoff hitter is Keyshawn Ogans. He's the center fielder, and Jack McDowell is the right fielder today for Sacred Heart Cathedral. And the Cats will send up Dan Lawrence, Justin Williamson, and Jack Thompson here in the top of the first inning. Beautiful day here at the ballpark in China Basin in San Francisco at AT&T Park, a Major League ballpark, of course. The San Francisco Giants play here, and it's always a special thrill for the high school kids to get a chance to play on the field where the 3-time world champions in the last 7 or 8 years play baseball. Of course, last year's game, due to some weather issues, the game was not played here at AT&T, but over at USF, However, for several years before that, the Irish and the Cats have played here at the home of the San Francisco Giants. Now, baseball hasn't decided the trophy in quite a while, and I mentioned before that SI has held the trophy since 2012. Sacred Heart last won the trophy back in 2011. SH also held the trophy in 2008. SI has held this trophy 17 of the last 19 years, so the Irish would love nothing better than to bring the Bruce Mahoney back to Ellis Street with a win here today. Jolene Fugate, and has just come in. Hi, Jolene. We're on the air. The WCAL commissioner. Nice to see you. Here for the big Bruce Mahoney baseball game. Now, does Valley Christian play their games at No, not quite, huh? Although Valley Christian, we mentioned on the pregame show, has a terrific baseball team this year. Was #1 in the nation there for a bit. Yep. The WCAL, just a terrific league. Baseball, all the sports, they just do so well. And a beautiful day here at the ballpark. And the first pitch is just about to come here as Dan Lawrence steps into the batter's box. And Martin Chavarria will throw this first pitch of the ball game. Lawrence, a right-handed hitter, has 8 hits and 28 at-bats, hitting .286 this year, has 6 RBIs, a couple of doubles, has drawn 7 walks, and he's leading off the ball game for the Wildcats, and the first pitch is right in there for strike 1. First pitch right at 6 o'clock, so we're starting about 15 minutes late here on a beautiful evening in the China Basin. Chavarria misses with that one just outside, a ball and a strike to Dan Lawrence. This one's fouled away down the right field line. Now, do the fans get to keep the souvenirs today?
I think so.
Okay. A ball and 2 strikes to Lawrence. Ever gotten a foul ball in a baseball game, guys?
No. Not close.
Once I was at the A's game. It came right to me, hit off my dad's head.
Here's the pitch to Lawrence. He takes outside for a ball, 2 balls and 2 strikes. When I went to SI back in the 70s, a graduate in 1977, I used to go to a lot of Giant games at Candlestick Park, and believe it or not, it wasn't all that difficult to get foul balls at those games back in the day. Picked up a few in my time. Here's Lawrence with the 2-2 pitch, and there's a pop-up on the infield, and it looks like the second baseman, Brian Kumar, is going to camp under it and make the catch. That'll bring up Justin Williamson. Williamson hitting .211 on the season, 8 out of 38, has a couple of doubles, 5-run scores. Has walked 5 times as well. Justin Williamson plays second base for the Cats. And he's standing in against Martin Chavarria. Pitch is fouled straight back. The window's open today, boys. You think we have a chance?
It's going to have to be pretty direct to hit us.
I think a left-handed hitter can do it.
Yeah, miss it just off the bottom, foul it right up.
And if one comes in here, I'm diving out of the way, just so everybody knows. Here's the 1-strike pitch. That's right in there for strike 2. So Chavarria is pumping in strikes so far. Got Dan Lawrence to pop up. Ahead in the count, no balls and 2 strikes to Justin Williamson. The infield is pretty much completely in shade now, so the pitcher in shade and the hitter in shade. This pitch misses outside, a ball and 2 strikes. The shortstop Marty Cole and the second baseman Brian Kumar still in the sunlight. And the outfield drenched in sunlight here. Early evening in San Francisco. Pitch is lined into center field deep, and that will be caught on a fine play by Kushner Ogans. For a minute I thought it was going to get over Ogans' head. With his quickness he got back, and he caught that line drive. 2 up and 2 down, and that'll bring up Jack Thompson. Williamson hit the ball well, but Ogans made the play.
And you know, especially in a high school game where the outfielders are playing in a little bit compared to the major leagues, any ball over the center fielder's head could go for a triple.
Inside the park or even. Now Ogans plays way over in left center field for Jack Thompson, a left-handed hitter, and an off-speed pitch is outside. Now Thompson hitting .320. He's 16 out of 50 on the year, 10 runs scored. Has a double and hit a triple this year as well, 7 bases on balls. So Jack Thompson with a fine on base percentage and a batting average of .320. And the pitch is fouled away, so it's a ball and a strike.
Oh.
Sacred Heart Cathedral has the third base dugout tonight. The Cats are over in the first base dugout. The Irish are the home team, and these two teams play again just next week. With the date April 21st, they were scheduled to play earlier in the season, but with the specialness of Bruce Mahoney and playing at AT&T Park, they pushed it back a little bit so that the Giants could accommodate the game today. And here we are, 2 balls and a strike to Jack Thompson. The pitch is lined into center field. Ogans is going to have to make another play, and he does. Kushner Ogans is showing off his center field ability as he records 2 of the putouts. The Cats hit the ball hard in the inning, but go down in order. No runs, no hits in the top of the first for the Cats, and that'll bring up the Irish here in the bottom of the first. And that man, Kushner Ogans, who recorded 2 of those putouts, will lead off for the Irish. So Jack Dyke, the starting pitcher today for the Wildcats, Owen, off to a very good start. 5-2 record, a fine ERA, and one of the Cats' top hitters. ERA of 1.58, so the right-hander Jack Dyke gets the call for the Wildcats tonight.
Yeah, he's very imposing up on the mound there. Tall, 6'4", huge lineman. And like Chavarria, I think he'll come in with just fastballs, trying to find his zone, find out what the umpire strike zone's like, and then really adjust.
So Jack Dyke is the pitcher today for the Wildcats. The starting catcher, Cole Constant. Mateo Cresci is the first baseman. Justin Williamson is playing second base today. Marcus Guerin is the shortstop. The third baseman for the Cats today, Jack Thompson. Left fielder for SI is Dan Lawrence. Nate Kushner is the center fielder, and Teddy Schneider plays a little basketball for the Wildcats. The junior is getting the start today in right field. And for the Irish, due up will be Kushner Ogans, their center fielder, Marty Cole, their top hitter, and their pitcher, Martin Chavarria, for the Irish here in the bottom of the first inning. Just underway, no score. Cole Constant with the throw down to second base. And Kushner Ogans, who's already had a pretty good day in center field with 2 putouts, will lead off for the Irish. Ogans is 19 for 52 on the season, a .365 batting average, 18 runs scored, 7 doubles, has drawn 12 walks, has 7 steals, really a fine leadoff man for the Fightin Irish. Right-handed hitter. Jack Thompson at third base is playing in on the grass, maybe a step back of the grass. You got to respect a bunt from Kushner Ogans. He's already shown off his quickness in center field. First baseman for the Cats also hit on the dirt. The first pitch is in there for a strike. Mateo Cresci now backs up a couple of steps. No balls and a strike to Keyshawn Ogans. Pitches outside, a ball and a strike. That ball is fouled away down the right side. Ahead in the count is Jack Dyke, a ball and 2 strikes to Keyshawn Ogans. Ball is hit out towards second base. A tough hop, and it's not going to be in time. Ogans beats it out. A bit of a tricky hop. Justin Williamson had to back up a step, and you could see it. As soon as he backed up a step, that gave Ogans the room to get there. That's an infield hit for Keyshawn Ogans.
Yeah, Ogans is displaying his speed all over this first inning right here. Got a nice little first single here. Let's see how SHM approach the game now.
Yeah, you're right about that, Alex. He's made 2 fine plays in center field and beat out what was really, at first, just a routine ground ball to second base. And he beat it out. So Keyshawn Ogans is a threat to go. He does have 7 steals on the season, and Mateo Cresci will be holding him on a throw over. Really an easy call for the first base umpire. Keyshawn Ogans was easily safe there, and the Irish have their leadoff hitter on base. Marty Cole is the hitter. He's the Irish best hitter, a left-handed hitter, hitting .417. He takes a pitch outside. Marty Cole is 25 out of 60 on the year, has 6 doubles and a triple, scored 9 runs, has 12 RBIs. As I mentioned, hitting .417. Marty Cole, the shortstop, and we may see him on the mound as well today. Swing and a miss from Cole. Of course, the third base coach for the Irish is Marty Cole as well, his dad. Has raised a heck of a shortstop here. Pitch just misses. 2 balls and a strike to Marty Cole. Cole is a senior, one of the team leaders on the Irish. A throw over. Ogans gets back. Be careful with those throws over. Anything wild over there. Teddy Schneider playing in right field is going to have to help back that up. Ogans could get all the way to third base on an errant throw. There he goes. The pitch is hit on a line drive, and here's a big break for the Wildcats. It's going to be a double play as Jack Thompson fields the line drive. Ogans had no chance. The throw over to Cresci. Big break for the Cats. Cole hit it hard, but it turns into a 5-3 double play.
Very lucky of SI to get that stop right there. I'd be very scared for Ogans at second base right now. He could easily get to home with just a single.
So Marty Cole did everything right there. He protected the runner. He hit the ball hard. He hit it on a line to Jack Thompson, who made the catch and the easy throw over to Cresci for the double play. Here's Martin Chavarria. He's the pitcher and the number 3 hitter for the Irish tonight. He takes the strike, hitting .236 on the season, 13 out of 55. Has 9 RBIs. Has scored 10 runs. Pitch in the dirt, a ball and a strike. And here's a pitch grounded softly to third base. Thompson is in and over, and he throws him out. Cresci with the put out at first. A hit for the Irish, but no runs. We've played 1 inning here at Bruce Mahoney Baseball at AT&T Park, and we're scoreless, 0-0.
Hi, this is Ann Striggers, religious studies teacher and now JV girls golf coach, and this is your sports and spirituality moment. Today I'm going to talk about something called Nats Mass. Yet something takes place outside of National Park that I wish could be replicated at ballparks across the U.S. every Sunday, especially AT&T. It's known as #NatsMass. I had the privilege of attending it with my parents, brother, and nieces before the Nationals took on the Colorado Rockies. Every Sunday when there's a home game, NatsMass takes place 2 hours before the game at St. Vincent de Paul Church. I walked in to this church and was greeted by a sea of red and blue. Jerseys sporting names like Zimmerman, Strasburg, and Worth lined the pews. The same game day energy that was in the ballpark was in that church before the game. To me, the beauty of NatsMass is an example of a third way. The church is clearly meeting people where they're at, and as a result, they're showing up. St. Vincent de Paul was a parish on the verge of closing, and today it's hard not to recognize that it holds a special corner in Southeast DC. I left energized and excited to go to the game. I was grateful for the opportunity to pray with other Nats fans, and yet I left wishing that there was a Catholic church close to AT&T Park. Maybe the church could just pitch a tent in Lot A, or at the very least, I hope that other cities will follow the lead of the Nats faithful.
We're scoreless here as we head to the second, and we got some hot breaking news here. Ronan Kramer caught one of those foul balls out there. Ronan, which one was it? Okay, so you have an Ogans foul ball. There you go. Ronan Kramer, who will be on the air in a little bit, was out in the stands, and he caught a foul ball. Way to go. So we played an inning. We're scoreless. The Cats went down 1-2-3 in the first inning. In the second inning for SI, Mateo Cressy will lead off, followed by Jack Dyke and Teddy Schneider. Cressy hitting .318, 7 out of 22 on the season, has a double, scored 7 runs. And he will hit against the Irish right-hander, Martin Chavarria. Mateo Cressy, the hitter. His father is a good friend of mine, Rick Cressy. A terrific golfer, but Mateo has decided to play baseball here at St. Ignatius. He's the cleanup hitter tonight for the Wildcats. The starting first baseman, hitting .318 on the season, and that pitch just misses, ball 1. Chavarria winds and throws, and the pitch is lined into right center field. Over is the right fielder for the Irish to make the catch. That's Jack McDowell. Cressy hit it hard. The Cats have hit 4 balls in the air so far. A couple of them hit well. No base runners yet for SI, and that'll bring up Jack Dyke.
I mean, SI is hitting those balls out to outfield, but they can't find the places outfield there. See if Jack Dyke can find that hole there.
Jack Dyke, the starting hitter, takes a ball. He's hitting .447. He's the Cats' leading hitter, 17 out of 38. 14 runs scored for Jack Dyke. Has a couple of home runs, has a double and a triple. 9 doubles, I should say, a triple and 2 home runs. So Jack Dyke hits with power. He's the number 5 hitter for the Wildcats, and he takes a pitch just missing for ball 2.
Yeah, and the offense kind of has a little shift on here. The left fielder way back, and the center fielder a little over to the right a little bit, obviously mimicking where Dyke has hit his 2 home runs.
Dyke has 16 RBIs on the season as well to go along with the 9 doubles, a triple, and 2 homers. Now that pitch is on the outside corner for a strike. 2 balls and a strike to the big right-hander, Jack Dyke. Mike Abendroth at the game today, class of 2000 from SI. Mike just sent me a text, very nice of you, Mike, with a photo of the booth here. So very good from Mike Abendroth, class of 2000. Swing and a miss from Jack Dyke, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Mike married Vicky Potoff, who also I think was the class of 2000 from SI. I know she went to SI. I think it was the class of 2000, classmates. There's a foul ball from Jack Dyke. 2 balls and 2 strikes to the big right-handed hitter and starting pitcher today for the Wildcats, Jack Dyke. Chavarria with kind of an abbreviated windup, blows a high fastball right past Dyke. 2 outs, and that'll bring up Teddy Schneider. Teddy Schneider had a great year playing basketball for Rob Marcoletti and the SI Hoops team this past winter. He's the right fielder, off to a great start. Got a kind of a late start to baseball, obviously, as the basketball season finished a bit ago. But 8 out of 15 for Teddy Schneider. Has a home run on the season, 3 doubles, hitting .533, but just 15 at bats so far for the big right-handed hitter. And he swings and foul tips that one.
He really wound up on that one, looking for the power. You know, Chaveria's been really blowing it by. He's taking advantage of his fastball and just caught the hitters early. Teddy here looks to take advantage of that.
The pitch to Schneider is inside, a ball and a strike. You can kind of tell that Schneider is the basketball player out there. He is the tallest player on the field. What does Teddy go, about 6'5", 6'6"?
Yeah, 6'5", 6'6".
Here's the pitch to Schneider outside for a ball. 2 balls and a strike. 2 outs here in the second. No score. Cats have not had a base runner. The Irish had a leadoff infield single by Keyshawn Ogans there in the first, but he was doubled off on a line drive by Marty Cole. Ogans was running on the pitch. Cole hit a line drive. Jack Thompson, the third baseman for the Cats, was there to make the catch. Ogans had no chance to get back. And here's a foul ball right over to the SI dugout. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Teddy Schneider here in the top of the second inning. No score. Teddy Schneider wears number 22. I don't believe he was number 22 in basketball.
He was 54, in fact.
That's right, yeah. I knew it was a high number. Here's a fly ball down the right field line. Oh, giving chase and running over the mound was Jack McDowell.
Watch out for those hills there.
Yeah. Jack McDowell ran through the bullpen, and of course the raised mound, he took a spill. Ball was out of play anyway, and Jack McDowell looks just fine as he returns to his right field position. Teddy Schneider with a count of 2 balls and 2 strikes. A little breaking ball is hit out to shortstop. Cole is up, over to first in the dirt, but a dig out. Nice play by Casillas. Eric Casillas digs it out, and Teddy Schneider is retired on a 6-3 putout. No runs, hits, errors, nobody left. We move to the bottom of the second inning here at AT&T Park for Bruce Mahoney baseball. No score. Jack Dyke will take the mound here in the second inning. We're into the bottom of the second inning, no score. Jack Dyke had an effective first inning. Got the Irish out in 11 pitches, helped by a line drive double play that Marty Cole hit into. The Irish will have the 4, 5, and 6 hitters coming up this inning. Danny Hinderleiter, Jack Harris, a designated hitter, and Jesse Guevara, who is the catcher for Sacred Heart Cathedral. There are actually a couple of other games going on in the league today in baseball. Valley Christian at Mitty, Reardon down at St. Francis, and the Bellarmine Bells come north to take on the Serra Padres in San Mateo. A lot going on in the spring sports. Always a really busy time of year in the athletic departments for all schools.
I believe today at SI, the St. Ignatius varsity lacrosse team played De La Salle and won 15-12.
Nice. Big win for the lacrosse team. Non-league action against De La Salle. And the first pitch of the inning, Danny Hinderleiter takes a big swing and a miss. Jack Dyke gets the fastball by him. No balls and a strike. Danny Hinderleiter is 13 out of 38 on the year. He has 9 RBIs and he swings and misses. No balls and 2 strikes. Has scored 6 runs on the season. Hinderleiter hitting .342 for the Irish. Dyke quickly ahead, no balls and 2 strikes, comes high with that one. A ball and 2 strikes to Danny Hinderleiter, the left fielder today for the Irish. Dyke misses inside, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Swinging a foul. Caught a little bit of Cole Constant, the catcher for the Wildcats. So Danny Hinderleiter stays alive with that foul tip. 2 balls and 2 strikes. No score. We're in the bottom of the second inning. Hinderleiter is the leadoff hitter in the inning for the Irish, and he takes a close pitch. 3 balls and 2 strikes now to Hinderleiter. That missed somewhere. Full count now to the leadoff hitter here in the second. Pitch is fouled away. Hinderleiter into a good at-bat. Already has seen 7 pitches in the at-bat. And ball 4. So give some credit to Danny Hinderleiter. He fouled off a couple of tough pitches, took a couple of close pitches, and in the end, he draws a walk. So the leadoff hitter is on for the Irish. Second time in the game the Irish have had their leadoff hitter on. Ogun singled to start the first, but then was doubled off on a line drive by Cole. And the Irish with 1 on and nobody out. Jack Harris, the designated hitter, left-handed batter, will step in for Sacred Heart Cathedral. Harris 12 out of 43 on the year, has 8 RBIs, 4 doubles, scored 5 runs. Left-handed hitter takes a strike.
Looks like Hinderleiter is trying to steal a bit almost. It has a big lead. See what happens here.
Harris is hitting .279. Kind of a medium-sized lead, I would say, for Hinderleiter. And there's a line drive. Oh, this time it's off the glove. Back over to first. Is it another double play? Did he catch it? He caught it on the fly. Wow.
Never play like that again. Copy and paste.
Jack Thompson making the play at third base. A line drive. He bobbled it, but kept it in the air for the catch. And doubled Hinderleiter off first, as you said, copy and paste. 2 outs just like that, and that'll bring up Jesse Guevara, the catcher for Sacred Heart Cathedral. I wasn't sure that he caught the ball as he juggled it, but kept it off the ground. Jack Thompson, 2 terrific plays here in the early going. Here's a ground ball to first base. Cressy stays down, and he'll be able to take it to the bag. Guevara grounds out, and just like that, after a leadoff walk, the Irish go down quietly. We've played 2 Bruce Mahoney baseball. We're scoreless. You are watching the SI Sports Network on the High School Cube.
Hello, I'm performing arts student Samantha Reardon, class of 2019. And here's your winter and spring 2018 SI Performing Arts calendar. On February 2nd, in the Choral Room, it's the annual piano recital. On March 22nd and 23rd, in the Bannon Theater, it's SI Cabaret, featuring a collection of Broadway musicals. From April 19th to the 21st, and from April 26th to the 28th, in Bannon Theater, we present the SI Spring Musical, the popular and Tony-nominated Legally Blonde. Then, on May 2nd through May 4th in Wiegand Theater, it's the visually inspiring Spring Dance Concert. And also, in May, from the 10th to the 12th in Bannon Theater, it's the Spring Pops Concert, featuring SI Choral, the SI Orchestra, the SI Jazz Combo, and the SI Jazz Band. For more information, additional performances, and tickets for all events this winter and spring, log on to siprep.org and click on Arts. That's siprep.org and click on Arts.
So we're back here at AT&T Park. We're scoreless as we head to the top of the third inning. Joining us on the broadcast now, Liam Baker and Ronan Kramer, a couple of sophomores here at St. Ignatius. Welcome to the broadcast, and welcome especially to Ronan here. Nagged a foul ball already in the game in the first inning. So guys, your impressions so far? Sacred Heart Cathedral's had a couple of rallies snuffed out by some line drive double plays, and the Cats still looking for their first hit.
Well, you know, the Cats' bats might not have come alive so far, but their defense, they've made 2 double plays that might have saved innings. This Sacred Heart team, somewhat, I think Alex mentioned they have 3 batters batting 350 or better. So if you can get those big outs to end innings, it's crucial to winning the game.
So the 7, 8, and 9 hitters due up for the Wildcats. This is Marcus Guerin, is the shortstop, and he takes a strike. Marcus hitting .290 on the season, 9 out of 31. Has a double, a triple, and a home run. Among his 9 hits, has 8 runs scored. The shortstop for the Wildcats, and the pitch is fouled away down the right field line. No balls and 2 strikes. Marcus will continue his baseball career at Seattle University next season. The senior is a right-handed hitter, slick fielding shortstop. He swings and misses. Looked like an off-speed pitch from Chavarria. He got Guerin out in front. Strike 3. Second strikeout in the game for Chavarria. With 1 out, that'll bring up Cole Constant. Chavarria has thrown 30 pitches in the ball game. We're 1 out here in the third. Both pitchers doing it with an economy of pitches. Cole Constant on the season hitting .250, 7 out of 28. Has a double. 10 runs scored. He's walked 11 times, so Cole Constant, a catcher, has a good idea of the strike zone. He takes strike 1 there. Chavarria rocks and throws. Here's a drive down the left field line. Over and not going to get there. This is extra bases. The left fielder for the
They're
Irish.
holding it second, looks like.
Lawrence picks it up and gets it back, and it'll be a double for Cole Constant. First hit of the game for the Wildcats.
There goes the no-hitter for SH there.
Yeah, left fielder got there quickly and prevented B3 bagger.
Danny Hinderleiter is the left fielder for the Irish. He got there and got the ball back in. With 1 out, Cats have a man at second base. Nate Kushner is the hitter, the center fielder for the Wildcats. 4 out of 13 on the season, hitting .308, has a double, a couple of runs scored. Cole Constant, the catcher at second base, has a pretty good lead. Off-speed pitches in there for a strike. First scoring opportunity of the day for the Wildcats.
If I were the Wildcats here, I'd maybe play a little more aggressive with the base running, take a couple more steps off the bag.
Kumar, the second baseman, and Cole, the shortstop, will try and keep Constant close. Pitches on the outside corner, so Chavarria is doing what he needed to do after giving up a double. He has thrown 2 strikes to Nate Kushner, and he's ahead of the count. No balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, Nate Kushner is quite the two-sport athlete. Was the goalie for SI on their NorCal Championship soccer team earlier this year.
Part of the reason only has 13 at-bats. He joined the team after playing soccer. Teddy Schneider joining after basketball.
Teddy's basketball career will be summed up by one play and one play only.
The pass from Beckman.
Yeah,
that was a pretty good one. Here's the pitch outside. Yeah, you know, that was a great play by Teddy Schneider, but how about Beckman? What a pass off the backboard. I mean, Schneider doesn't get the dunk unless Beckman could throw the perfect lob off the backboard.
Yeah, if that lob had gone on just a little bit to the left, Coach would not have been happy. Of course, that dunk went in. The student section went crazy.
And it's the play of the season, as you said.
Yes.
A 1-2 pitch is popped up on the infield. Who wants it? Third baseman for the Irish calls everybody off. Palomino makes the catch. Matt Palomino with the putout. 2 outs. Cole Constant has to remain at second base. Top of the order. Dan Lawrence will hit. Lawrence popped up to second base in the first inning to lead off the game. Brian Kumar made the putout. Lawrence hitting .286 on the season, has a man in scoring position with 2 outs here in the third inning. We're scoreless in the third. SI with their first scoring chance of the night, and that pitch just misses. A ball and no strikes.
Yeah, well, Chavaria has been in the strike zone, around the strike zone pretty much all night, so Lawrence should look to attack on this pitch.
He's thrown 25 strikes and 12 balls. There's a strike, pitch number 38. Most high school games, you don't have a pitch count on the scoreboard, but we do here today at AT&T Park. And Chavaria has thrown a lot of strikes, 26 strikes, just 12 balls in his 38 pitches. Keeping the ball in the strike zone. Constant at second base with 2 outs, a ball and a strike to Dan Lawrence. And Lawrence swings and misses. With 2 outs, Cole Constant's getting a pretty good secondary lead out there in second base. I have a feeling Matt Stecker will take a chance on a base hit here with 2 out in the third inning. Cole Constant looks like he's going to get a good jump with 2 outs.
Oh, absolutely. If Lawrence puts the ball in play, Constant should absolutely be going.
Cole trying to keep Constant close. Here's a foul ball.
Oh.
Just over the SI dugout.
Yeah, student barehanded it, not even dropped it, so.
Do you know who it is? Can you tell from here?
I can't tell from here.
Cole Constant at second base. Dan Lawrence with a ball and 2 strikes. 2 outs here in the third. Chavaria throws, swinging a ground ball, fair ball down the left field line. Cole Constant is going to score. Around first is Lawrence, into second base with a double. Dan Lawrence comes through, and the Cats break the ice here in the third inning. SI leads 1-0. Nice piece of hitting by Dan Lawrence. He has his 3rd double on the season.
Great base running by both those guys there. Just went at the moment the ball was off the bat, they just sprinted.
Easy score for Cole Constant. Dan Lawrence now at second base. Justin Williamson, the hitter. Williamson hit a ball very well to center field. The pitch hits him. You know, that's timeout was called. There was confusion there at home plate. That's going to go as no pitch. That's going to go as no pitch. Ryan Morgan's not real happy with it. Something happened there at home plate, a timeout late. But anyway, Justin Williamson hit a ball very hard in the first inning into center field. For a moment, looked like it might get over Keyshawn Ogun's head, but Ogans went back and made a nice play to record the putout. And Williamson will have a chance to drive in Dan Lawrence here, who just drove in Cole Constant. The Cats lead 1-0 here in the top of the third. And now here's timeout. St. Cathedral is going to go use a mound visit. Coach Fran is going to go out and speak to his starting pitcher, Martin Chavaria.
Chavarria at least has to be somewhat affected by the 7-pitch at bat that ended up bringing in the first RBI of the game, the first run of the game. Especially with 2 outs, and he had him on the ropes with 2 strikes.
Yeah, great piece of two-strike hitting, smacking him right down the line.
Third baseman for the Irish, Matt Palomino, had no chance on that ground ball down the line by Dan Lawrence. Just inside the bag at third. The Cats strike first here in the top of the 3rd inning. So Williamson hit the ball hard in the 1st inning, as mentioned, lined out to center field, hitting .211 on the season. And that pitch misses for ball 1.
Seems like the outfielders are shifted too far to the right for a right-handed batter. They left a whole gap open in left field.
The right fielder for the Irish, McDowell, close to the line. Ogans in center field, shades Williamson into right center. Pitches a strike, a ball and a strike. In the 1st inning, Justin Williamson lined it right at Keyshawn Ogans, who had to go back and make a fine catch on a line drive. Here's a line drive off the glove of Cole into left field. Lawrence is going to try and score. Here's the throw home. It's going to be close, and he is out. He is out at home plate. And that fires up the Irish crowd. Dan Lawrence had to take a chance. And the left fielder for Sacred Heart Cathedral, Hinderleiter, made a great throw to home plate. He was out, and that retires the side. So a base hit for Williamson. Lawrence thrown out at home. And that ends the 3rd inning. The Cats score a run on 3 hits. We go to the bottom of the 3rd, and the Cats lead 1-0. Boy, what a throw that time. And a nice tag by Cole Constant. He looked out at the plate, and the umpire made the call.
Yeah, left fielder threw a nice one hop throw right to the catcher, applied the tag. It was plenty in time.
The left fielder is for the Irish, as mentioned, Danny Hinderleiter, who made the strong throw home to record the out.
And it wasn't even close. It was clear from the moment it left his hand. It was going to be a nice throw. Got to the plate just in time. I don't get why the Wildcat fans were booing there. It looked out to me.
And a good call, I think, from Matt Stecker to send the runner. You got to send that runner with 2 outs. Got to try and score that runner when you get a chance. Yeah, Cats had 3 hits in the inning, 2 doubles and a single. Score the 1 run. And for the Irish in the 3rd inning, it'll be their 7, 8, and 9 hitters. Eric Casillas, Matt Palomino, and Jack McDowell.
Yeah, let's see if Jack Dyke can get a shutdown inning here and capitalize on that Wildcat run.
Marty Cole stretched as far as he could for that line drive. Couldn't quite get to it, but the great play by the Irish left fielder throwing out Danny Lawrence at home saves the day for the Irish. That put out on that final play of the top of the 3rd inning goes 7-2. So here's Eric Casillas, first baseman for the Irish, off to a pretty good start, hitting .250, 12 out of 48. Has 6 RBIs on the season, scored 4 runs, and he takes a pitch low for a ball. Jack Dyke took 22 pitches to get through the first 2 innings, helped out by a couple of double play balls. Casillas swings and misses at that one, a ball and a strike. Pitch is low for a ball. 2 balls and a strike to the 7th place hitter, Eric Casillas, leading off here in the 3rd for Sacred Heart Cathedral. Dyke is working quickly now, and here's a fly ball into center field. Long run for the Cats center fielder. He's not going to get there. This is extra bases, and it's going to be a double for Eric Casillas. So the Irish strike back with a leadoff double. The center fielder for the Cats could not get over there. Nate Kushner was shaded to left center field. That ball was hit into right center field, so Eric Casillas, with his first double, first extra base hit of the season, leads off with a Double for the Irish, and Matt Palomino, the third baseman, will hit for Sacred Heart Cathedral. And now here comes a pinch runner. It's one of those deals where you can go in and run, and I'm sure that Casillas can stay in the game. Stefan Suarez will be the runner for Sacred Heart Cathedral. So Stefan Suarez is at second base.
Yeah, well, he hit it right between the center field and the right field. It just dropped in right before Kushner could catch it.
Suarez is a pretty good hitter in limited at-bats. He's 4 out of 7 on the season. We don't have all of his statistics, but if he's going to be a pinch runner, I'm going to assume that he's a fast runner, and he is at second base. A one-time substitution. Eric Casillas will be able to go back in and play first base in the fourth. Here's a pitch low to Matt Palomino. Palomino, 11 out of 57 on the season for Sacred Heart Cathedral, hitting just 193, has 6 RBIs, has a couple of doubles and 3 walks. Matt Palomino, the third baseman for the Irish. Right-handed hitter. His job is to at least get the ball to the right side to move Suarez over.
Dyke has been painting the corners of the strike zone all night. That was another example, painted inside low. Got the call.
A ball on a strike to Matt Palomino. Eric Casillas doubled. Stefan Suarez is running for him at second base. Here's the pitch. Line drive again, caught. Well, he throws to first. I guess he didn't catch it on the fly. We'll call it a 5-3 put out. Matt Palomino hits a rocket to third base. The Irish have led off every inning with a walk or a hit, and the second hitter of each of those innings has hit a line drive right at Jack Thompson, the third baseman for the Wildcats.
Yeah, SI's been lucky.
Thompson has converted 2 of those into double plays, and I thought he caught that one too, to tell you the truth. Maybe he was just used to throwing over to first base after catching a line drive. Of course, Suarez is at second. The out recorded at first. 1 out. And here's a pitch to the right fielder, Jack McDowell. Ball 1 to McDowell, hitting .333, 14 out of 42 on the season. So Palomino hit it hard, but Thompson made the play for the Wildcats. Suarez with his lead at second. The pitch is a little bit low for a ball. 2 balls and no strikes.
Of his 9 pitches in this inning, he's had 5 balls.
And a couple of balls hit hard as well. Marcus Guerin, the shortstop, keeping Suarez close. Ball 3. Ogans on deck, the top of the order. Keyshawn Ogans is on deck. Let's see if Jack McDowell gets a couple of take signs with a 3-ball, no-strike count. You got to figure he's going to get the take sign at least once. And he does, and Dyke pours it in there for a strike. He may get the take sign one more time. Here's the 3-1 pitch, and that's right in there for... No, it's not right in there. It's high for ball 4, so Jack McDowell draws a walk. Sorry about that. Irish runners on first and second, and that'll bring up Keyshawn Ogans.
A little surprised there's no action in the bullpen. From 7 balls this inning.
That last pitch looked pretty good from up here, but called a ball. Jack Dyke at 34 pitches for the Wildcats and a mound visit for SI. Keyshawn Ogans hit a little ground ball out towards second base in the first inning, and with his speed, he was able to beat it out, but then was doubled off as Marty Cole hit a line drive to third base with Ogans running on the pitch. So the Cats got a double play that prevented a rally starting for the Irish back in the first inning.
Yeah, we'll see if SI can get another one of those timely double plays.
SI has gotten a double play in each of the first 2 innings so far, and Ogans hitting with runners at first and second and 1 out. We've seen Ogans' speed. He's made a couple of nice plays in center field, and beat out a ground ball to second base to open up the game. He's hitting here with a pinch runner, Stefan Suarez at second base. Eric Casillas doubled to lead off the inning. Jack McDowell is at first base after walking. There's one out. Here's the pitch, and it's a little fly down the right field line, foul and out of play. Keyshawn Ogans, the right-handed hitter. No balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. That's outside for a ball. 1 ball and 1 strike to the center fielder, Keyshawn Ogans. Stefan Suarez is at second base, pinch running for Eric Casillas, who led off the inning with a double. Jack McDowell, after walking, is at first base with 1 out.
Dyke already has 14 pitches this inning, so I'd keep an eye on that if I were the Wildcats.
And here's a fly ball left field. The shortstop out, but the left fielder in for the Wildcats. And the left fielder, Danny Lawrence, will take care of that one.
That's huge for the Wildcats because it doesn't advance either of the runners.
Off the bat, it looked like that was going to mid to maybe even deep left, but wind carried it safely to shallow left, which was great for the Wildcats.
Yeah, SI has a chance here to get out of this inning unscathed.
2 outs for Marty Cole. Marty Cole, left-handed hitter, best hitter on the Irish Ball Club, takes a strike. Cole hitting .417, 25 out of 60 on the season, up here in a big moment. Suarez at second, McDowell at first. Off speed again. Outside that time, a ball and a strike to Marty Cole. So they don't want to throw Marty Cole a fastball. At least they haven't so far in this at-bat.
Chavarria is in the on-deck circle. He's 0 for 1 today.
Here's Cole, line drive, base hit to center field. The runner will attempt to score. Here's the throw to the plate, and it's going to be cut off. And now the Irish will score the run. Stefan Suarez scores the run. We are tied at 1 on a base hit from Marty Cole. It looked like the Cats had a chance to throw him out. The throw came to the cutoff man. Cressy didn't field it cleanly. Suarez scored easily, so Marty Cole with the RBI. And we're tied at 1. Jack McDowell stays at second base. And Cole is at first base for Martin Chavarria, the pitcher for the Irish, hitting here with 2 outs.
Yeah, he's got a chance here to help his own cause.
So the Irish answer.
That sloppy defensive play, it's been really rare for the Wildcats today. That might have been their first, it wasn't an error, but it was their first, play that they screwed up in the infield.
And the pitch is a ball. There's no question about it. The Suarez, when he was rounding third, and again with 2 outs, Cole, the third base coach for the Irish, you got to take the chance. You got to send that runner, and it looked like the Cats were going to have a chance to throw him out. Throw came to the cutoff man, cut off, no throw home. And here's a little flare to first base. Cressy is going to come in and make the catch right near the bag. So Chavarria pops out to end the third. The Irish get a couple of hits and a run. We've played 3 here. Bruce Mahoney baseball. It's the Cats 1, the Irish 1. You're watching the SI Sports Network.
Steve Laveroni, Class 69 from the SI Alumni Office here. This 2018 spring, we have a number of fun events for alumni, parents, and friends. Our first spring affair is our downtown business lunch with guest speaker Colin Stretch, class of 1987, at the Julia Morgan Ballroom. Colin is Vice President and General Counsel for Facebook and recently appeared on TV during Senate and House hearings concerning foreign influence in the 2016 election. On Friday, March 9th, the annual Arizona-New Mexico chapter gathering happens at Giant Spring Training in Scottsdale. The class of 1968 celebrates their Golden Diploma with festivities the weekend of April 6th. The total weekend celebration concludes with a mass and a family brunch at SI on Sunday, April 8th. The Admiral Daniel Callahan Society will hold their dinner on April 25th in the Carlin Commons with a guest speaker. The third annual Red and Blue Campus Crawl takes place on Saturday, June 9th, with a progressive party on the SI campus. This popular event will include our craft beer garden, tasting pavilion, Alums of the Year awards, and dancing with an assortment of tasty bar bites. For more information about these and other alumni events, go to the alumni page of the SI website at siprep.org. That is siprep.org/alumni. Go Cats!
We're back here at AT&T Park. Jack Thompson, Mateo Cressy, and Jack Dyke due here for the Cats. In the fourth, the 3, 4, and 5 hitters. The Cats scored a run there in the top of the third. The Irish answered. We're tied at 1 as we move to the fourth inning. Martin Chavarria has thrown 45 pitches in the ball game as he steps out to the mound to throw his fourth inning of the day. Jack Thompson for the Cats flied out to center field in the first, hitting .320 on the season. 16 out of 50, has a double, a triple, 10 runs scored. The left-handed hitter takes a pitch in the dirt for ball 1.
Let's see what SI can do here. They got the middle of their order up.
Chavarria rocks and throws a strike to Jack Thompson, the left-handed hitter, a ball and a strike.
That was a nice pitch in the bottom of the zone there by Chavarria.
My nephew just texted in, Frank Murphy, class of 91. He wants a shout-out, so I'm giving Frank Murphy, class of 91, a shout-out. Here's the pitch, a ball, 2 balls and a strike. Nice of Jolene Fugate to come up from San Jose to watch the ball game today here at AT&T Park, the Bruce Mahoney baseball game between the Cats and the Irish. The pitch to Thompson is grounded to first base, staying down and making the play, the 3-1 put out. Casillas with a nice little pitch over to Chavarria covering, and Jack Thompson is retired on the 3-1 put out, and that'll bring up Mateo Cressy. Of course, this game honors Bill Bruce, class of 35 from St. Ignatius. Jerry Mahoney, class of 44 from, at the time, Sacred Heart. Now, of course, Sacred Heart Cathedral.
There is action in the Irish bullpen. I can't tell the number, but...
There you go. Try and find a number with the binoculars there. It is a left-handed pitcher. We do know that.
19, number 19. Should mean...
Uday Naratam.
He's a sophomore.
Uday Aratam. We're going to have to check with Kevin Buckley on the pronunciation on that one. Uday Naratam, what do you think?
I think that's about as close as we're going to get here.
Cressy, a right-handed hitter, has a ball and a strike. Chavarria throws, off-speed pitch. Fouled away by Cressy. Cressy flied out to right field in the first inning, hitting .318 on the season for the Cats. Hitting here with 1 out. Fly ball down the right field line, foul and well out of play. A ball and 2 strikes to Mateo Cressy. Of course, last year this game was played at USF. It did not decide the Bruce Mahoney. The Cats had it wrapped up after football and basketball last year and were unable to play it at AT&T Park. Played it at USF. It's been a couple of years since baseball has decided the game.
Yeah, last year's basketball game to clinch it was fun. I had the honor of updating the Wikipedia page and adding the Wildcats as the 2017 winners.
How do you do that? I've never updated a Wikipedia page. I'm curious. You got to have a password, or
you have to have an account, and then once you're on a page, you can edit it.
So Cressy strikes out swinging. So how do you do it?
So you create a Wikipedia account, and then once you're on a page, you have the option to edit it. And obviously, you know, you can't just say random facts. There has to be, like, you know, you have to have a source from it. So I sourced the Chronicle article the next day.
There you go. So, you know, is there a Wikipedia for Bruce Mahoney?
I think there is, actually.
Yeah, that's really cool. Here, this should be the #1 item on there. Bill Bruce and Jerry Mahoney. Here's Jack Dyke. Swing and a miss. Nice off-speed pitch that time from Chavarria.
Yeah, he was way out in front of it.
Dyke hitting .447. Hitting here with 2 out in the 4th inning. A 1-1 ball game. Pitch in the dirt. Big right-handed hitter Jack Dyke hits a drive to left field and deep. That ball is to the wall. That ball is off the base of the wall. Jack Dyke around first will lumber in a second with a long double. Jack Dyke almost got it out of here. It's a double off the wall, and the Cats have a runner at second with 2 out.
Yeah, he absolutely crushed that hit it about halfway up the wall.
Yeah, that left center wall is 382 feet. I'd say that was at least 375. He was just a couple feet off.
That ball is in the trees at Marchbank for a home run, for sure. And you know, at Marchbanks or something like that, that could still be bouncing, right? So Jack Dyke with a double off the wall. Teddy Schneider now the hitter. Schneider grounded out to shortstop. Back in the second. Pitch misses for a ball. Hinderlader went back. He had no chance on that one. Made a nice play to get it in. And Jack Dyke at second base. 4 hits in the game now for the Wildcats. 3 hits in the game for the Irish. We're tied at 1-1. Here's a pop-up on a nice off-speed pitch. The second baseman, Kumar, is going to be called off by the right fielder, McDowell. Jack McDowell makes the play. So in the end, Teddy Schneider pops out to short right field, and that ends the inning for the Wildcats. No runs and a hit for the Cats. We move to the bottom of the 4th. We're tied at 1. Yeah, we'll stay here. And again, nice to see Jolene Fugate coming on up from San Jose to watch the ball game. You came to the football game. I know that because we had you on the air here, and we saw you at the basketball game as well. And the Bruce Mahoney's a lot of fun. Ronan, do me a favor. Let's just give that to Jolene for just a second if you want. I don't want to put you on the spot, Jolene, but as long as we have the commissioner of the WCAL here, we'll just ask her how she's doing. Thanks for coming up to San Francisco.
You're welcome. What a beautiful night tonight it is.
Yeah, we actually have good weather in San Francisco once in a while. So, Jolene, of course, the head women's soccer coach at Valley Christian. I'm not going to be able to tell you how long you were working at Valley Christian as a head coach, but you've been Valley Christian a long time. And what, second year as the commissioner of the WCAL?
Yeah, this is my second year.
Congratulations.
Loving it. What a great opportunity this is for these both schools to compete here.
Oh, absolutely. We were talking about it in the last half inning. Last year's game, there was rain, and it got moved to USF. And I was telling Sean before, I was playing golf with a real good buddy of mine whose kid played at SI last year, and his biggest regret as a senior last year is that this game got moved. I mean, USF's a great field, no question about that, but couldn't play the game here at AT&T Park. So this really is a terrific opportunity. You know, the football teams had games here back in, 2011? Where's my Chuck Nan notes? Yeah, back in 2011, the CCS, what was it, Sean, Division III championship game was
correct.
Here. Yeah. SI won that night in a close game, 21-14.
I heard that close to 10,000 people here that night.
Oh, it was fantastic. Charlie Goldenson played baseball for the Cats on this field, played football for the Cats on this field, and of course, Kerry Crowley did not play in that game, Sean. Kerry was hurt. Who was Dominic Tricolo, carried the ball 36 times that night. And of course, Kerry Crowley, a graduate here of the SI Sports Network, is now the Giants beat writer for the San Jose Mercury News. There's a ground ball up the middle. Going to be a tough play for the Cats second baseman, and he throws it away into the dugout. That's an automatic take of second base for Danny Hinderleiter, and that was a tough play for Justin Williamson. That's going to go down, I believe, as a hit and an error. And Danny Hinderleiter is at second base with nobody out.
Getting the leadoff hitter for SH on for the 4th inning in a row.
So spring sports always busy in the WCAL. Lots of activity, lots of action.
Yeah, and we're coming up on playoffs. We have our tennis tournament next week and golf the following week.
Scott Hathaway, a good friend of yours, is an absolute genius with keeping the golf league going. And John Musinek, I hope I'm pronouncing his name correctly. And there's a drive down the right field line, but it's going to go foul. Jack Harris, the designated hitter for the Irish, bolted one to deep right field, but foul, so a long strike. Yeah, Scott Hathaway keeps track of all the outstanding golfers in the league with score differential. He does just a great job, keeps everything organized. Of course, Mitty was the state champs in golf last year.
Correct.
Pretty cool. The league's tough in every sport, including golf. Here's a pitch outside for a ball and a strike. Jack Harris, the designated hitter, hit a line drive to Thompson, who turned it into a double play back in the second inning. So Harris 0 for 1 in the game, hitting .279 on the season. Here's a pitch on the outside corner, a ball and 2 strikes to Jack Harris. Danny Hinderleiter, by the way, was credited with an infield single. Error on the second baseman for the Cats. Hinderleiter is at second base with nobody out. Pitches outside to Harris, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Do you get a chance to see many baseball games in the spring?
A couple. I went last Friday. I was out at the Bellarmine Valley Christian baseball game down in San Jose.
That's some high-level baseball.
Yeah, it was a great game, and I caught a St. Francis game again as well this season. So
nice.
Been able to be out at a couple, but obviously nothing at this level.
A ball, 3 balls, and 2 strikes. Are we going to see out at a golf match anytime soon?
Yeah, I will be at the WCL tournament.
There you go.
I'll be out there and
down at Coyote Creek.
Yeah.
The Valley Course. Looking forward to that. Harris with a full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Big pitch in the ball game here. Hinderleiter is at second base. Here it is, and it's high for ball 4. So nice patience from Jack Harris. 2 on with nobody out. Jesse Guevara, the catcher for the Irish, will stand in. See if we can get a look to see who's warming up for the Cats down there in the bullpen. Of course, Kevin Buckley doing the play-by-play. Have you met Kevin?
I have not.
Class of 2013 from Sacred Heart Cathedral.
Oh, yes, I've met Kevin.
Of course you have.
Yes.
Kevin Buckley is the only Sacred Heart Cathedral graduate that has been on the air on the SI Sports Network.
Oh,
he's fantastic.
Yeah, he's doing a great job out here. His voice sounds great in the stadium as well.
He's really good at it. Yeah. Whoops. Here it is. And a bunt attempt. Pitch is low. Throw back down to second base is going to center field, but the Cats have that backed up. Nate Kushner was right there, so no advance from the base runners. The pitch is outside for a ball. Jesse Guevara squared to bunt, took the pitch for a ball. A little bit of excitement with the throw into center field, but no advance. Hinderleiter at second, Harris at first.
Yeah, SA has got some action in the bullpen. Number 10, Nick Mingolo, warming up right now.
Here's the pitch, and there's a fly ball down the right field line towards the bullpen. Out of play. A ball and a strike. Dyke up to 52 pitches here. We are in the bottom of the 4th. The Irish have 2 on and nobody out in a 1-1 ball game. The commissioner of the WCAL, Jolene Fugate, with us for a half inning here. You're the first commissioner that doesn't have the first name of Ed.
Correct.
Here in the WCAL. a soccer player yourself, obviously.
Yep, back in the day.
Back in the day. You played college soccer somewhere. I can't
San
remember.
Jose State.
San Jose State, that's what got you out here. I forgot about that.
Brought me out here from Colorado.
Yeah. 2 balls and a strike. That pitch misses to Jesse Rivera. So a lot of fun being the commissioner?
Yeah. It's a great opportunity. You know, you get so engulfed in your own campus when you're on a school, and so obviously I love the Valley Christian community, but now I've been able to be part of all the other communities within the league and just all the amazing things they're doing on their campuses for their student athletes.
Rivera takes it low for ball 3. 3 balls and a strike. Yeah, it is kind of fun to get involved in different communities. And the bunt is down. It's a good bunt. We're going to have to go to first base on this one. The throw is in time on a 3-1 pitch. Jesse Guevara does a nice job of sacrificing the runners over. The put out is 1-3 on the play. A sacrifice bunt for Guevara. The Irish have runners at second and third. Eric Casillas, who doubled back in the 3rd inning, will hit. And Matt Stecker is going to visit the mound. I believe that's Matt. Matt Stecker visiting the mound. Do they have mound visit counts in WCAL baseball, do you know? Something started in the major leagues. You're only allowed 6 mound visits a game.
Yeah. I think a couple of our league matches have gone pretty late into the evening due to some multiple mound visits.
Yeah, the league, you just look at the records. You know, I love Archbishop Reardon. I got to tell you, I live very close to Reardon. And, you know, and they struggle in our league and in various sports from time to time. They're 1-8, but 7-13 overall. So, obviously with a winning record outside the league. So, all these teams outside the league, always with very strong records. Everybody over 500 in non-league play. So here's Casillas. He doubled into right center field. Back in the 3rd inning, he's going to be intentionally walked here. So the bases are now loaded. And that's going to bring up Matt Palomino. So Matt Palomino hit the ball hard. Back in the 3rd. Right to Jack Thompson at 3rd base for the Cats, who threw him out at first. And he hits here with the bases loaded and 1 out. Here in the bottom of the 4th inning.
Yeah, the idea here for SI is to probably get another one of those timely double plays and get out of this inning.
A little 6-4-3. Is that what you're talking about over there?
Yeah. Or any combination of that.
And here's a pitch in there for a strike. No balls and a strike. Cats are in double play depth. Warren, the shortstop. Williamson, the 2nd baseman. Of course, Jack Thompson, the 3rd baseman, has already been involved in 2 double plays. Here's a line drive fouled on the right field line. No balls and 2 strikes. So quickly ahead, Dyke against Matt Palomino. Jack McDowell is on deck. Right-handed hitter Palomino. Pitches outside. Tried to get him to chase with that one. A ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, you don't need to come in just yet. Now you have 2 strikes on you. Play with him a little.
Dyke up to 58 pitches. Here it is. Fouled away. Count remains a ball and 2 strikes. Big at-bat in the ball game. Irish have the bases loaded. Hinderleiter at 3rd. Harris at 2nd. Casillas, who was intentionally walked, is over at 1st. Here it is. Breaking ball. Got him swinging. Nice pitch from Jack Dyke. Matt Palomino strikes out. And now with 2 outs, that'll bring up the number 9 hitter for the Irish, Jack McDowell.
Yeah, Palomino had the timing down, but couldn't get the bat on the ball.
McDowell hitting .333, 14 out of 42. He walked Back in the third inning. Here it is. Ground ball to shortstop. Guerra up with it. He goes the short way for the put out. And the Cats escape a bases loaded, 1-out situation. Want to thank Jolene Fugate for coming by and having a few words with us.
Thank
we really
you for
appreciate
having
that.
me. Yeah,
coming up from San Jose, doing a great job as the third WCAL commissioner.
Third WCAL commissioner in 52 years.
Yeah, there you go.
I got a long way to go.
In other words, you got this job for another, what, 30 years?
Yikes.
Thanks,
I just
Jolene.
want to say thank you guys for everything you do for high school sports, and you guys do a great job. So
No, we really appreciate it.
thank you for having me.
Great. No runs for the Irish there in the fourth. We move to the fifth. We're tied at 1-1. You are watching the SI Sports Network.
St. Ignatius College Preparatory is a Catholic Jesuit school serving the San Francisco Bay Area since 1855. Through a rigorous and integrated program of academic, spiritual, and co-curricular activities, St. Ignatius challenges its students to lead lives of faith, integrity, and compassion. Students are enriched by a diverse and loving Christian community and are called to become lifelong learners who develop their individual talents for the greater glory of God. With a commitment to intellectual excellence, leadership, service, and justice, we strive to be men and women for and with others, responding courageously to the opportunities and challenges of our time. Courage to lead, passion to serve.
Back here at AT&T Park, we move to the top of the fifth inning. Both teams scored a run in the third. We're tied at 1-1. And for the Cats, they're 7, 8, 9 hitters. Marcus Guerra, the shortstop, just made a nice play on a ground ball to escape a bases-loaded situation in the bottom of the fourth. And Guerra will lead off here for the Cats.
Now, I'll admit there in the bottom of the fourth, I thought Jack Dyke should have been pulled. And then he showed us his best stuff of the night, getting a key strikeout and then getting an at-bat that grounded out to shortstop. And the Cats all of a sudden are right back in the game.
The Irish with a big threat there in the fourth, leave the bases loaded. Want to thank Jolene Fugate for coming on the air there for a half inning. That was really cool to get a chance to speak with the commissioner. And Guerin, who struck out back in the third, will lead it off here in the fifth for SI, and he takes a pitch just missing outside for a ball.
That looked just inside the strike zone for me.
Chavarria at 61 pitches. You know, when I was a kid, nobody cared how many pitches he had thrown. But when it's right on the scoreboard, I guess you got to talk about it. Action for the Irish in their bullpen.
Let me see. Looks like it's
19.
Yeah, looks like it's still Nara Toem. I apologize. I probably mispronounced that.
Well, if he comes into the game, we just have to listen when Kevin Buckley makes the announcement, because he'll get it right. Here's a foul ball from Guerin. A ball and 2 strikes to the Wildcat shortstop. Guerin has a home run on this season for SI. Battling here against Chavarria. Here's the pitch. Line drive, and that is going to be caught by the second baseman. Brian Kumar goes back and makes the play on that line drive. So Guerin hit the ball fairly hard, but Kumar makes the play. 1 out, and that'll bring up Cole Constant. Now, Cole Constant has a double for the Cats, and he has scored SI's only run in the game, driven in by Dan Lawrence. And got to remember that the Cats had a runner thrown out at home plate there to end the third inning. Justin Williamson had a base hit with Dan Lawrence at second base, and he was thrown out by the Irish left fielder, Danny Hinderleiter. Another big play in this ball game. The pitch to Cole Constant is a little bit high for ball 1. Constant hitting .250 on the season. Now has scored 11 runs on the year for SI.
Outside of third inning, I'm not sure SI has put multiple runners on base in any of these innings.
I don't think they've had a hit in any of those innings besides the third.
Well, they do have a double. Remember, Jack Dyke hit a double. They haven't had multiple runners on the base at the same time in this ball game. They Irish had the bases loaded there on the fourth, but could not convert. 2 balls and no strikes to Cole Constant. That one's poured right on in there for a strike.
And that side's got Gardine in the bullpen now warming up too, along with Nick Mingolo.
Yeah, a couple of double barrel action in the SI bullpen. Constant tries to bunt for a base hit, but fouls it away. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Cole Constant, the Wildcat catcher.
I don't blame him there, just coming with an unsuspected bunt. He showed us in the 3rd inning he has the wheels. So if he'd landed that clean, he could have very well reached first base.
But with 2 strikes, the Irish third baseman, Matt Palomino, is going to play deep. Here's the pitch. Just missing a little bit low. 3 balls and 2 strikes to the leadoff hitter here in the 5th for the Wildcats, Cole Constant.
Yeah, Chavarria, 69 pitches through 4 innings. He has been working. 4 1/3. He has been 4 1/3. He has been working out here tonight.
Yeah, he's pretty much been lights out except for that 3rd inning.
Gave up 3 hits in the 3rd. SI scored their only run in that inning. Strike! 3 called on the outside corner. So Cole Constant thought it was ball 4, but the umpire said no, sir. Strike 3 called. 2 outs. That'll bring up Nate Kushner. Kushner, the center fielder for the Cats. Get a little pop up to third base back in the 3rd inning. Right-handed hitter. Pitches outside for a ball. There's a foul ball into the seats. A ball and a strike to Nate Kushner. We're in the 5th. We're tied 1-1. 2 outs, nobody on for the Wildcats. A Danny Lawrence double drove in Cole Constant with the run for the Wildcats. Marty Cole with a base hit drove in. Eric Casillas led off with a double, but Stefan Suarez actually scored the run for the Irish.
Irish are playing another unusual shift here where they have their right fielder, looks like
towards the line,
McDowell, right, hugging the line, while they have their left fielder, Hinderleiter, closer to left center, even though Kushner is a right-handed batter.
And here's a ball fouled down third base. Ogun's the center fielder, shading into right center field. We're in the 5th. Boy, this is a classic Bruce Mahoney baseball game. You just get the feeling this one will be decided in the 7th inning or maybe beyond. Here's a fly ball, short left field, shortstop going out. That's Cole. Cole is going to make a nice catch. So Kushner pops out to the shortstop, Marty Cole, and that ends the top of the 5th. We move to the bottom of the 5th. We're tied at 1, due up for the Irish in the 5th. Keyshawn Ogans, Marty Cole, and Martin Chavarria. Yeah, we're back here at AT&T Park as we move to the bottom of the 5th inning. New pitcher here for the Wildcats. Nick Miglio into the game for SI. Big right-hander, 2-3 on the season. Has thrown 26 2/3 innings. Has an ERA of 4.99. Been a very active pitcher for the Wildcats this year. As mentioned, a 2-3 record. What else you got on Nick Miglio?
Well, he has a WHIP of 1.69, which is actually in the better half of SI pitchers. And as we've seen tonight, there have been a good amount of walks. So having a good WHIP could be crucial coming up in these late innings for the Wildcats.
Any other changes for the Wildcats? Did Jack Dyke stay in the game perhaps? He's such a good hitter. Did he stay in the game somewhere?
It looks like on the Jumbotron it says they have Miglio now hitting for Dyke.
Okay. Yes, it does. So Miglio in the game for Dyke. Does Dyke play another position?
Plays first base.
Okay. Well, let's make sure that's not him out there. Nope, Mateo Cressy is still at first base. So Jack Dyke pitched 4 innings. He gave up 4 hits, 1 run. It was an earned run. He struck out 1 hitter and walked 2. So a nice outing for Jack Dyke. And now Nick Miglio throws his first pitch of the ball game, and he pours in a fastball to Keyshawn Ogans for strike 1. Ogans 1 for 2 in the game, beat out an infield hit back in the first, flied out to short left field in the 3rd, and that pitch misses. Kind of lost control of a curveball there, it looked like. A ball and a strike to Keyshawn Ogans.
Couple on-air shout-outs here. I'm just looking at the people watching on YouTube. Shout out Tyler Tron, Robert Christian, and Will Simons. Will Simons is watching on YouTube. He's part of this crew. He became sick today.
Too bad on Will. We heard that he couldn't make it. Glad he's listening, watching.
Yeah, SI now has Vicente Molina warming up in the bullpen.
This is a guy we know well here, Vicente Molina. Molino helps us out with football and basketball. There's a line drive foul.
Yeah, foul ball right into the SI student section.
Most of the foul balls haven't even reached the club level tonight. They've all kind of been short. Only a few have gotten over the net.
And there's a ground ball out to shortstop. Going to be a tough play. And a long throw showing off the arm and making the put out. Nice throw from Guerin. From deep in the hole, Marcus Guerin throws him out. 6-3 on the put out. Ogans can fly, but Guerin got him, and that'll bring up Marty Cole. Definitely with more right-handed hitters in the game today. The SI cheering section has gotten a lot more foul balls than the Sacred Heart Cathedral cheering section, that's for sure. But Marty Cole, a left-handed hitter, maybe he can give the Irish fans a chance to get one. Cole has a base hit and an RBI in tonight's game. He's hitting .417 on the season. He's hit the ball hard twice, lined into a double play in the first, and his base hit drove in a run. Back in the 3rd, he lines one foul down the left field line. Chavarria on deck. Nick Miglio, the pitcher. Ground ball, foul. Just foul. Mateo Cressy dives for it, but in foul territory. So a ball and 2 strikes to Marty Cole.
Yeah, Miglio here has Cole in a 1-2 position. He has him on the ropes, see if he can deliver the knockout blow.
Cole is a tough hitter, doesn't strike out a lot. He fouls one away.
Hey, Sacred Heart fans get a foul ball.
Marty Cole, 6 doubles on the year, a triple, has walked 7 times. I mentioned hitting .417. And he does not strike out very much. So Cole, a tough left-handed hitter, working against Miglio. Here's the pitch, and he gets him. Swing and a miss from Marty Cole. Strikes him out. 2 outs, and that'll bring up Martin Chavarria.
Little surprised Sigrar isn't trying to pinch hit Severio here, because he has over 70 pitches on the day. Would almost make sense for them to pick in a pinch runner and work someone out of the bullpen.
Well, Chavarria, he may indeed come out of the game as a pitcher, but he is one of their better hitters with 10 runs scored, 9 RBIs on the year, 13 out of 55, and Nick Miglio comes high and tight. Now, can Jack Dyke re-enter the game at some point? I didn't really brush up on all my high school rules. Jack Dyke not in the game now, but just wonder. I know he cannot re-enter as a pitcher, but can he hit again? I'm wondering.
I don't know. He'd really contribute to the Cats. Again, coming in this game, he's hitting 17 for 38. He's doing stuff his way this season behind the plate.
A ball and a strike to Martin Chavarria. Pitches outside for a ball. 2 balls and 1 strike. Miglio winds with an off-speed pitch. Ooh, I thought we were going to get the call for a moment, but hung on the inside. Miglio wanted that one, but 3 balls and a strike now to Martin Chavarria.
Yeah, Kushner is out there in center field with his hands up. I was a little confused about that call too, but
fouled away, straight back. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Martin Chavarria.
It appears that Alex Hall has just chased down Cole's foul ball from the second level, so it looks like 2 of us have foul balls today. It's the perks of being the only people on the club level.
Here's the full count pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And Nick Miglio with a very tidy inning retires the Irish in order with 2 strikeouts. We have played 5 innings here in Bruce Mahoney baseball. It's the Irish 1, the Cats 1. You're watching the SI Sports Network.
Did you know that St. Ignatius has 66 teams in 15 sports and close to 100 clubs and performing arts activities for students? Some of these activities include dance, drama, choral, orchestra, video production, and finance. Our yearbook, The Ignatian, started in 1910, and our student newspaper dates back to 1920. Did you know that the average class size at SI is 25 students, with more than half of our entire student body being students of color? Did you know that affinity clubs like the Black Students Union, the Association of Latin American Students, and the Asian Students Coalition have been part of SI for 5 decades? Did you know that SI has students from 7 Bay Area counties with over 100 grammar schools represented in each class? SI is in the top 1% in the nation in advanced placement exams taken, with the pass rate 20% higher than the global average. On the SATs, SI students' average scores are 254 points higher than the national average. Did you know that 93% of SI students participate in the spiritual retreat program? And the class of 2017 averaged over 160 hours of community service for each student. This year, we will distribute $4.3 million to 22% of SI students, with the average financial aid grant being $13,400. Did you know that the Father Sauer Academy is our new tuition-free middle school that serves students of all faiths from low-income families? Did you know SI's Girls Who Code Club and the robotics team are helping prepare students for today's workforce, and that these clubs are mentored by adults and SI alumni currently working in tech? Did you know upon graduating from SI, the members of the class of 2017 were awarded $27.9 million in college scholarships? I'm SI teacher, volleyball coach, and former Magis student Jen Curtin, SI class of 2004. To learn more about St. Ignatius, log on to siprep.org and click About Us. That's siprep.org and click About Us.
We're back here at AT&T Park as we enter the top of the 6th inning. Dan Lawrence takes ball 1. Martin Chavarria has thrown now 76 pitches. Still out there for the Fightin Irish. And he misses 2 balls and no strikes. Call has gone down to the bullpen to make sure that that reliever is ready to go. I believe Chaveria will have a short leash here in the 6th inning. Perhaps if Lawrence gets on base, we may see a change.
Yeah, Chaveria has been playing really well. Has only gotten 1 run from SI today.
It's a fastball down the middle for a strike. Yeah, Chaveria has pitched well. He's into the 6th inning, giving up 4 hits and 1 run. Dan Lawrence is 1 for 2 in the game, has a double and an RBI. On the outside corner. Lawrence's double drove in Cole Constant with the only run of the game for SI. Justin Williamson followed up with a base hit, but Lawrence was thrown out at home on the play. A strong throw from Danny Hinderleiter, the left fielder for the Irish. In the dirt, 3 balls and 2 strikes to the leadoff hitter for the Wildcats, Dan Lawrence.
It's a big at bat. We need some hits going for SI right here.
That old saying, base hit or ball 4, would be a good thing here for the Cats. And the pitch is flied into left center fielder. Hinderleiter is going to come over, and he's got room, and he's going to make the catch. So Danny Hinderleiter makes the play on that fly ball. There's 1 out, and that's going to bring up Justin Williamson.
SI's hit a lot of deep balls today again. Outfield a lot. Not a lot of grounders, though, to shortstops and second base.
All those deep balls don't really matter unless they hit the ground.
That's 9 fly ball outs. Good point. 9 fly ball outs that SI has hit into. So Chaveria getting the Cats to hit it in the air, and that ball's driven to deep left field. Hinderleiter going back, and he's going to make a terrific catch. Danny Hinderleiter is the defensive star of the game.
That's a big stop right there. That might have just saved SH's game right there. Huge catch.
Justin Williamson looked like he might have had extra bases. Ogun's made a couple of nice catches in center field. Hinderleiter with a terrific catch and has thrown a cat runner out at home. So Danny Hinderleiter playing a terrific left field, makes that catch down the line, and that'll bring up Jack Thompson. That's 10 now fly ball outs for the Cats. Off-speed pitch is painted on the corner. So Chaveria with a couple of balls on Dan Lawrence. Looked like he might not be long for the game. Got Lawrence to fly out, and then another fly out, but a great catch by the left fielder for the Irish. Hinderleiter robs Justin Williamson. 2 out, nobody on. Off-speed pitch is outside. Jack Thompson, 0 for 2 in the ball game. He had a drive into center field in the 1st inning. Keyshawn Ogun's made a nice catch, and then he grounded out on a 3-1 put out back in the 4th, hitting .320 on the season. Here it is, and it's grounded to second base. Kumar stays down, and he flicks it over to first base in time for the out. A 4-3 put out will retire the side. So Chaveria does a nice job in the 6th inning. We move to the bottom of the 6th. 1-1 here. Bruce Mahoney baseball. The Cats and the Irish all tied up at 1. And Danny Hinderleiter, you know, this happens a lot. You make a great defensive play in the top half of the inning. Next thing you know, you're leading off in the bottom half of the inning. So it's going to be Hinderleiter, Harris, and Guevara for the Irish as we go to the bottom of the 6th. Miglio goes back out for his 2nd inning of work. He worked a very impressive 5th inning there, guys, with 2 strikeouts and 3 hitters against the top of the order for the Irish. So this game started right at 6 o'clock, so we're about an hour and 35 minutes into the game. Obviously, it's a 7-inning game here in high school baseball. So we're in the bottom of the 6th. This is real crunch time here.
This is time where big plays happen. This changes to Bruce Mahoney. This big trophy, bragging rights for the whole entire year. SH hasn't had it for a while, but SI had it for the last couple of years. And we all know SH wants it.
Last time SH had the trophy, Sacred Heart Cathedral had it back in 2011. So the Irish have had it since 2012. 17 out of the last 19 years the Cats have had the trophy. So here's the star of the top half of the inning, Danny Hinderleiter, with a terrific catch off a Justin Williamson drive. He leads off with a pitch down low, ball one. Nick Miglio, in his second inning of work, retired the Irish in order in the top of the fifth, has 2 strikeouts. Here's a check swing, but it's going to go foul. Wow, just foul. That was almost a well-done placement of a check swing by Hinderleiter, but just foul. A ball and a strike. You know Miglio throws fast, or throws hard. That was a check swing, and he drove it down the right field line.
Yeah, the power of these pitchers at high school is levels are coming like better and better throughout the years. Major leagues gotta watch out for how it evolves over time.
Miglio isn't even a senior yet. He's still a junior, class of 2019.
Hinderleiter fouls it away, a ball and 2 strikes. Here's a fastball that hits him. Hinderleiter didn't work too hard to try and get out of the way of that one. Pitch hit him. Matt Stecker's going to argue the call, but pretty much every time a guy gets hit by a pitch, it's very rare for the umpire to say you didn't try and get out of the way.
Just getting heated.
Hinderleiter hit by the pitch. Will be at first base. Hinderleiter has gotten on base 3 times tonight. A walk, an infield hit, got to second base on an error, and now he's hit by a pitch.
SI's coach was unhappy with the ref, and the SH student section was unhappy with the SI coach.
It's baseball.
My football mind.
Sorry, Ryan. I couldn't let that one pass. It's baseball. They're umpires.
I was an ump myself in my middle school years.
There you go. Did you work in the what was it? The San Francisco. What was it called? The baseball league there? In the
I'm a Marin kid, so it was the Ross Valley Little League.
Ryan Margulies, sophomore on the broadcast, jumping in. There's a strike to Jack Harris. But like I said, Hinderleiter, yeah, he didn't really try and get out of the way, but it's very rare for an umpire to say, hey, you didn't try and get out of the way, even though you got drilled by the pitch, you can't have first base. If he called it, trust me, Brian Morgan would have been out there yelling at him. Here's the pitch. Down low for a ball. Yeah, so Matt Stecker was upset on that play, guys, but if that umpire had said, no, you can't have first base, Brian Morgan would have been out there arguing the call. No question about it.
All of these calls really are going to be argumented when it comes down to the last 2 innings.
We're tied 1-1, bottom of the 6th. Irish have the leadoff runner on base. Jack Harris is the designated hitter. 0 for 1 in the game. He lined into a double play in the 2nd inning, walked in the 4th. Hitting .279 on the year, has some extra base pop, 4 doubles on the season. He is the designated hitter, and Brian Kumar, playing a very fine second base for the Irish, is being DH'd for, but playing terrific at second base. Here's the pitch, high for a ball. 2 balls and a strike. Nick Miglio missed high with that one. Danny Hinderleiter has had a heck of an inning. Recorded 2 putouts in the top of the 6th, including a great catch. Hit by a pitch. He's on first base here to lead off the bottom of the 6th. Jack Harris, the designated hitter, swings and it's a double play, ground ball to second. Over to second for 1, throw to first, 4-6-3 double play. The Cats turn it over. Williamson to Guerin to Cressy.
Yeah, SI gets these plays done, these double plays, one after another, keep him in play. Well, it would be a very close game if they didn't get these done.
It's 3 double plays that the Irish have hit into today. 2 line drive double plays, and that one a 4-6-3. Nobody on base now with 2 outs. Bottom of the 6th, tied at 1. Jesse Guevara, the catcher.
Maybe it's not the luck of the Irish right now.
Guevara is 0 for 1 in the game. He grounded out in the second, but put down a nice sacrifice bunt back in the fourth. Set up runners at second and third with 1 out, and the Irish eventually got the bases loaded with 1 out in the fourth inning. Did not score. Swing and a foul back. A ball and a strike to Jesse Guevara. Looking ahead to the 7th inning, the Cats will have their 4, 5, and 6 hitters up. Matteo Cresci. Miglio is in the spot right now, but I have a feeling we can see Jack Dyke in that spot again. And then Teddy Schneider, ball high, 2 balls and a strike. You gotta love this. 1-1 in the 6th. Wouldn't have it any other way when you're deciding the Bill Bruce Jerry Mahoney Trophy. Outside with a breaking pitch, 3 balls and a strike to the Irish catcher.
These are the baseball games you want. You want the down to the wire, 1-1, and going into 8th inning, even though it's 6th inning right now. But when it comes to down to the wire baseball, it's so great.
That pitch is, called a strike. Thought it was inside, but pitch called a strike. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Jesse Guevara has been the catcher for the Irish all game long. He's seen a ton of pitches. Thought that one was a bit inside. Here comes the payoff pitch. And that one misses outside. So Guevara draws the walk. He'll be at first base with 2 out for Eric Casillas. Casillas had a double back in the 3rd. He has scored the Irish run, hitting .250 on the season. Scored 5 runs on the year now. He was intentionally walked back in the 4th inning, so he's 1 for 1 in the game. Irish have nobody up in the bullpen, and I'm not sure if that means that Chavarria is going to go back out for the 7th, or if a reliever is already warmed up and ready to go out for the 7th. Here's a pitch on the inside corner for a strike. No balls and a strike to Eric Casillas. For the moment, it looks like Martin Chavarria will go back out for the 7th inning for Sacred Heart Cathedral.
That's a bit scary, though. You don't want a high school pitcher going out too much, throwing too hard. I've used his best pitches up already.
The runner goes. The pitch is a wild pitch. Easy take of second base for Jesse Guevara, and I believe when Guevara started to run, Miglio noticed that, lost his focus, threw a complete wild pitch, and now the Irish have a runner on second base with 2 out.
Cresci needs to calm it down. After that 3-2 count for the ball and then this wild pitch, he has to calm it down. You know, this is a big moment. Big moments call for big players.
Nick Miglio.
A lot of pressure on him today.
He's thrown 31 pitches. He pitched the 5th inning. Here with 2 out in the 6th, a man on second base, a ball and a strike to Eric Casillas. Pitches another wild pitch. That'll be a take of 3rd. Guevara is now at 3rd base, and 1 more of those, and the Irish will take the lead. So you guys are right about that. Nick Miglio has got to find not only the strike zone, he's got to find the glove of Cole Constant.
That was a very high pitch, very tough. It's going to be interesting how SI approaches this.
Boy, how big was that double play ball off the bat of Jack Harris. Cats turned over a nice 4-6-3 double play after Hinderleiter was hit by a pitch. Guevara walked. It's a 2-1 pitch to Casillas, but that doesn't really tell the story. The 2 balls were both wild pitches.
Miglio having some time to think out what he just did and what he's going to do after his talk with Constant. Let's
Miglio can go from the windup here. It looked like the Cats were going to have a mound visit, but now they're just going to walk him. So Casillas, with a 2-1 count, is going to be intentionally walked for the 2nd time today. He has a double and 2 intentional walks. And Matt Palomino is going to hit for the Irish. Palomino hitting 193 on the year, has 11 hits, though, on the season. Has a couple of doubles, so Matt Palomino struggling a little bit on the year. 0 for 2 in tonight's game, has a chance to be the hero. I get the feeling that Casillas will try and steal here. Not a fast runner, but the Cats may not risk a throw down to second base. Palomino, a right-handed hitter. And he tries a foul ball down the right field line. No balls and a strike to Matt Palomino.
Caught a bit early there. SH crowd over there getting wild, chanting.
The lead run is at third base in the person of Jesse Guevara. Eric Casillas is at first. One strike to Matt Palomino. Ground ball up the middle, played by the shortstop. Nice job. Marcus Garin goes to the bag, and that retires the side. So Palomino hit it hard, but Garin was there to make the play. No runs, a couple of base runners for the Irish there in the sixth. We move to the seventh. We are tied 1-1. You are watching the SI Sports Network.
Hello, I'm performing arts student Samantha Reardon, class of 2019. And here's your winter and spring 2018 SI Performing Arts calendar. On February 2nd, in the Choral Room, it's the annual piano recital. On March 22nd and 23rd, in the Bannon Theater, it's SI Cabaret, featuring a collection of Broadway musicals. From April 19th to the 21st, and from April 26th to the 28th, in Bannon Theater, we present the SI Spring Musical, the popular and Tony-nominated Legally Blonde. Then, on May 2nd through May 4th in Wiegand Theater, it's the visually inspiring Spring Dance Concert. And also, in May, from the 10th to the 12th in Bannon Theater, it's the Spring Pops Concert, featuring SI Choral, the SI Orchestra, the SI Jazz Combo, and the SI Jazz Band. For more information, additional performances, and tickets for all events this winter and spring, log on to siprep.org and click on Arts. That's siprep.org and click on Arts.
We're here in the seventh inning, tied 1-1. Bruce Mahoney baseball. This one's going to decide the trophy for the year 2018. Irish and Cats both scored a run in the third inning. Top of the seventh inning for the Cats, Matteo Cressy, Nick Miglio due, and then Teddy Schneider. Martin Chavarria is back out. He has thrown 6 innings for the Irish. He has gone out for the 7th. Uday Narotam, and we hope we're pronouncing Uday's last name correctly, is in the bullpen, and he is ready to go for the Irish. So once again, if there's a base runner or two in the inning for the Cats, we expect to see number 19 for the Irish coming in out of the bullpen.
It appears Jack Dyke has entered the on-deck circle.
So Jack Dyke will re-enter the game as we suspected. And the pitch is outside for a ball. And that means that Nick Miglio, I'm pretty sure on this, since Nick Miglio did not start the game, as soon as Dyke hits for him, now Nick Miglio is out of the game, and the Cats have a man down in the bullpen warming up.
I'm on binocular duty here.
Pitch is outside for a ball. 2 balls and no strikes.
Looks like Marcus Garin. Let me take a better look at that.
And here comes a mound visit, and they're just not going to waste any more time. So with the first 2 pitches of the inning, balls, Martin Chavarria is going to come out of the game for the Fightin Irish, and he is going to get a standing ovation from the Irish crowd. What a performance by Martin Chavarria. He goes 6 innings. He gives up 4 hits, 1 run for Martin Chavarria. He struck out 4 Wildcat hitters and did not walk anybody. So a terrific performance from Martin Chavarria. And now we have the left-hander, number 19, Uday Narotam, into the game for the Irish.
Martin throwing 30 balls, 57 strikes, 87 total.
Chavarria threw 87 pitches, 57 strikes, and 30 balls.
That's pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
Narotam into the game, has a 2-1 record. He's been in 13 games for the Irish. He has not started a game. He has 2 saves. So he is very used to being a relief pitcher. He is their closer. He has a .86 ERA, and he is just a sophomore, and he just could not wait to get into this game. He sprinted in from the bullpen He's taking his warm-up pitches right now. It's a 2-ball, no-strike count to Matteo Cressy.
Well, there's been action in the Sacred Heart pen since the 4th inning, so there's no surprise if you're going to keep a guy in the pen that long. He's valuable to your team, and that's what Narotam is. He's going to try to keep the Wildcats scoreless in the inning, give this Irish a chance to walk off here at AT&T Park.
So Narotam with his warm-ups, it's not going to take him long. In fact, he was ready to go before he got out there. He gets his 8 pitches from the mound.
This game may be coming down to the 7th inning, but it is rare that the Bruce Mahoney series come down to the last baseball game. Usually it's 2 games and then the winner takes home the trophy.
Well, let me tell you this. When it comes down to the baseball game, I don't have official stats on this, but I'm going to say it's like always a 1-run game. Gotta be. It's always a 1-run game. We had Jim Decker telling stories here a couple of years ago. Some great baseball stories. John Grealish had a great story of a game at Moscone. Unbelievable stories.
Just out of curiosity, where did they play the Bruce Mahoney baseball games before AT&T Park?
Well, usually at Golden Gate Park there. What do they call that? Yeah,
I
Big
know
Rec
where that
at
is.
Golden Gate Park, yeah. That it looks really crowded when it's at Big Rec.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't look crowded here, but it's really crowded at Big Rec. Here's a 2-0 pitch. It's ball 3. Remember that Chavarria threw 2 balls to Matteo Cressy before Uday Narotam came into the game. So Uday misses with that pitch, so it's a 3-ball, no-strike count to Matteo Cressy. And now he pours in a fastball right down the middle. Cressy was taking all the way. If he gets that pitch again, he will offer at it. That one was right down the middle. 3 balls and a strike.
Also, since we're in the 7th inning, I would not be surprised if the Cats pull out a pinch runner or 2.
That pitch is inside for ball 4. So Matteo Cressy leads off with a walk, and Jack Dyke is going to re-enter the ball game to hit for the Wildcats.
17 of 38 coming into this game. He's having one heck of a season behind the plate. I mean, at the plate.
Jack Dyke hitting .447, re-enters the game.
Good point.
He's 1 for 2, had a double in the 4th. He struck out back in the 2nd. Uday Nadarem has a good pickoff move. The crafty little left-hander throws a double play ball to 3rd. To 2nd for 1. Kumar with a nice turn gets the double play. Brian Kumar with a fantastic play at second base. A 5-4-3 double play started by the 3rd baseman, Matt Palomino, and a double play is converted. Kumar got slid in too hard by Matteo Cressy.
Way to adapt by Kumar there.
Chavarria actually threw his hat down in celebration, and the ump was very, very unhappy with that and gave him a little earful.
So the double play is converted. Now they want to take a look at Brian Kumar. The Irish training staff is out there. Oscar Malero, one of the great guys.
The lights have been turned on here at AT&T Park. So again, right now, it's clear why, analysts call this the most beautiful park in the MLB. The East Bay Hills in the background, Coca-Cola bottles all lit up, all the boats in the marina.
Waxing poetically a little bit, huh? I like it. Brian Kumar's out there. He said, I'm not hitting in the game today. You guys aren't going to let me hit, so I'm going to play defense. I'm not coming out of this damn game. He's fine. He's telling the training staff, leave. What a turn by Brian Kumar. A 5-4-3 double play. That's the first double play ball that the Cats have hit into. The Irish have hit into 3. Now with 2 outs, Teddy Schneider. I think Teddy Schneider's thinking one thing right here, guys. He likes the big alley-oop dunks, right?
He's thinking 382 to left center?
That's what I'm thinking he's thinking. Schneider 0 for 2 in the game. He grounded out to shortstop and flew out to short right field. He takes the ball inside. So Uday Nadarem gets the double play ball from Jack Dyke. I have a feeling Uday Nadarem is going to be out there for a while for the Irish. Here's a drive into right field. Back is the right fielder for the Irish, McDowell, and he makes the catch. Teddy Schneider hit it hard, but in the end, a fly out. And we're going to move to the bottom of the 7th. Walk-off time for the Irish. If they can do it, it'll be the 9, 1, and 2 hitters, Jack McDowell, Keyshawn Ogans, and Marty Cole. And we're going to see who comes out to throw the bottom of the 7th for the Wildcats.
SH is getting really close to returning the Bruce Mahoney trophy to them.
That 7th, that double play sucked all the momentum out of the Wildcats, took all the air out of the fans, and just shifted the momentum right back in Sacred Heart's favor, and now they have a shot to walk off the Bruce Mahoney.
So for the Cats, the shortstop is going to become the pitcher. That's Marcus Guerin, if I'm not mistaken, huh, guys? He's throwing for the Cats right now. Who's in at shortstop? Guerin has thrown 13 innings this year, has a record of 0-0, but a very fine ERA of 1.62. So Marcus Guerin, who was playing shortstop, is now the pitcher here for the Wildcats in the bottom of the 7th inning of a 1-1 ball game. So now we just need to figure out who's playing shortstop for the Cats.
The Binoculars are doing me any favors here. Looks like that might be Justin Williamson. I do not know.
You know, I think like Dave Fleming, I think somebody tells Dave Fleming. We got to find out for ourselves. We're waiting on Kevin Buckley and the Jumbotron to announce it. Kevin usually has this info by now.
That's number 8. It is Justin Williamson.
Okay, so that means if Justin Williamson is at shortstop, now who's at second base? You're not done yet.
Here we go. Here's it is. Could be Vicente Molina.
Okay. Vicente Molina, our guy.
Member of the SI broadcast.
Absolutely. Nice to see Vicente Molina in the ball game at second base. Way to go, Vicente. He's also a pitcher on the team for the Wildcats, and as long as Vicente Molina is in the game, we're going to let you know that he has a hit on the season. And he is also has one save. He's pitched 4 innings, and now he's out there playing second base. And Jack McDowell is the hitter. And the first pitch of the inning is poured in there for strike 1. So nice outing by Nick Miglio. He pitched 2 innings, gave up no hits, walked a couple of guys, hit a guy, but no runs. Guerin to throw, pitches outside for a ball. So Jack McDowell walked in the 3rd, and he grounded out to shortstop, forced a runner with the bases loaded in the 4th. He hits here, leading off the 7th inning. A .333 hitter, 14 out of 42 on the season, and he drives one down the right field line. Fair ball! Could be extra bases. Into the corner. He's around second. Will he try for 3rd? He will not. He will hold at second base. And Jack McDowell, the Bruce Mahoney winning run, is at second base with no out. Fair ball by inches down the right field line. And now the Irish are going to put in a pinch runner for Jack McDowell.
Yeah, that shows you how weird baseball is.
Number 13.
Fractions of inches could have changed that game. If that ball was just a little bit more to the right, this is a completely different ball game. But here are the Irish with a runner on second with no outs. Just pinch ran a guy to second. And the Cats are on the ropes all of a sudden. They've gotten out of a couple jams tonight. Let's see if they can get out of one to save the Bruce Mahoney.
Connor Gregorio is the pinch runner on second.
Connor, I'm going to go with Connor Gregorio, and he is the runner at second base. So Connor Gregorio is a junior. He's actually been to the plate 4 times this year, has a couple of hits. And again, going to guess that he is a very fast runner. Now, we know that Keyshawn Ogans is a quick runner, so look out for a bunt here. And on a bunt, the Cats are going to have to play perfect defense. Any kind of a wild throw could end this game.
Oh, definitely.
Ogans will put a bunt down, and it's a good bunt down the third base line. No chance. That is a perfect bunt by Keyshawn Ogans. He is safe at first base, and the pinch runner, Connor Gregorio, had no trouble getting into third.
Do you at least think about the intentional walk after the Cats here?
Well, with Marty Cole as the hitter, I agree with that call, and they just did it. Marty Cole has intentionally walked. I agree with that 100%. Marty Cole is their best hitter, you don't want him to beat you.
Definitely not.
And now Martin Chavarria, who pitched 6 innings, is going to re-enter the game, just as the Cats did with Jack Dyke. Chavarria will re-enter the game and hit here with the bases loaded and nobody out. It has been since 2011 that the trophy has been seen on Ellis Street, and the Irish have a fantastic opportunity here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Wow. Marcus Guerin is the pitcher. He gave up the double. That bunt by Ogans, he's got 2 hits in the game now, was just dead perfect. No chance. Marty Cole intentionally walked. So the infield has to come in. The outfield has to come in. Any ground ball has to be thrown home.
You got to play perfectly here for the Cats. I think this requires at least 1 strikeout.
The Cats' defense has kept them in the game. Now can they maybe push it to extra innings?
Deepest hole they've been in all night. Let's see if they can dig their way out of it.
And here's the pitch. Strike 1 called. Marcus Guerin gets the call on that one.
SH is 1 pitch away from winning that Bruce Mahoney trophy, and the whole team has that on their minds.
I wouldn't say 1 pitch, but they're 1 ball put in play successfully.
And here's the pitch on the inside corner. So Chavarria didn't like the call. No balls and 2 strikes. So Marcus Guerin doing what he needs to do. Gets ahead of Chavarria.
Talk about a pressure situation. This might be the most stress Chavarrian's been in his whole career at SI.
Here it is. And the pitch is a wild pitch, and that's going to end the ball game. The Irish have won the Bruce Mahoney. The pinch runner, Connor Gregorio, scores the winning run. Congratulations to Sacred Heart Cathedral as they pile on Connor Gregorio, who scores the winning one on a wild pitch. Irish win 2-1.
Yeah, I mean the Irish bats were just better than the Wildcats today. 6 hits. They got a man on with an error, and they got more guys on with walks than the Wildcats. At the end of the day, good fielding get you only so far, and little mistakes can cost you the game. 3 wild pitches in the last 2 innings for the Wildcats.
Congratulations to Brian Morgan, St. Ignatius class of 1986. Congratulations to the athletic directors at Sacred Heart Cathedral, Phil Freed and Joanne Momono. The Bruce Mahoney Trophy will return to Ellis Street for the first time since 2011. The Cats have had it since 2012, 17 out of the last 19 years. But the Irish win this one with Martin Chavarria at home plate. A wild pitch on a 2-strike count. Connor Gregorio, the pinch runner, scores from third. Jack McDowell led off the inning with the double. Gregorio ran for him, got to third on a perfect bunt by Keyshawn Ogans. After an intentional walk to Marty Cole, the wild pitch ended the game. Congratulations to the Irish as they win it here 2-1. Any final thoughts, guys?
I mean, this whole Bruce Mahoney series, the first and the last game looked very close. You know, all that has to happen is 1 drop catch in the end zone, one successful pitch that reaches the plate, and SI very well could have won this. But at the same time, you got to give credit where it's due. The Irish played great today. They're having a great season. And at the end of the day, I think they just played better than the Wildcats today.
The Irish go to 3-6 in league play, 11-10 overall. SI falls to 1-8 in league play, 9-12-1 overall. The winning pitcher will be Uday Nadaram, who pitched a fine 7th inning, got a double play ball. Of course, the star pitcher of the game is without question Martin Chavarria, who pitched 6 innings, giving up 1 run for the Irish. So the Irish win it here 2-1. Congratulations to Sacred Heart Cathedral as they will take home the Bill Bruce Jerry Mahoney Trophy. Our next game on the SI Sports Network will be SI Boys Lacrosse hosting the Sacred Heart Prep Gators at J.B. Murphy Field on Thursday, April the 26th at 3:20. This is the first year that Sacred Heart Prep has joined the newly expanded WCAL for boys lacrosse. That's Thursday, April 26th at 3:20. That's a wrap for us. Congratulations to the Irish. The Irish win it 2-1 and will take home the Bruce Mahoney Trophy. Thanks for watching the SI Sports Network.